The Fall of the House of Usher, Crypt Assembly. Hello everyone. Let's take a look at the interior pieces of the Usher crypt. This tomb has a tombstone decorated with a sculpture on a base. We placed the tombstone and assembled it into position. We now place this plain, old, cracked headstone. These two tombstones go next in place. The hexagonal one has its own recess. We'll place it there. This other slab can go flat, or it can be decorated with a cross. This is the place where we place it, but it could be interchanged in position with the first two. They have the same dimensions. The crypt has a second access, in addition to the exterior staircase. This staircase leads directly to a room on the second floor. There are two pieces that would be easily glued together, and it has its position in the holes in the stone of the floor. It is the secret interior access. This section coincides with the one in the base. Now we are going to remove the base, because I want you to see an important piece. It is the sculpted elevation of the chapel. It has two sculptures, a font and a large cross. They form a disturbing altar. We place it in its position, in this reserved space in the crypt. This is a wall with niches, some decorated and others more simple. This niche has been bricked up for some strange reason, but there is still room for future members of the Usher family. These two niches are of important members of the Usher saga, like the one of Roderick's uncle, a famous criminal. It occupies a central place in the most prominent room. In the opposite gallery, we will also install this wall with two sculpted niches. At the back of the crypt, we will occupy a wall with 6 more empty niches. Plenty of room for everyone. This other wall has 4 niches with religious motifs. The open space of the crypt is now complete. Without partitions, you can place many characters from your role-playing games. This cellar is Norman's favorite, a quiet space where Mrs. Bates rests. Here Edgar Allan Poe will find inspiration for some great stories. But we haven't put the final pieces in place yet. On top of the 2 larger tombs, we can assemble 2 sarcophagi. This one we can place in 2 positions and also place its own lid. It occupies a prominent place in this room. This other hexagonal sarcophagus can also be placed face down or face up. And it has a luxurious tombstone decorated with a cross. Now we have all the elements of the spacious crypt. We can include an interior elevation to divide the galleries and give it a more mysterious and disturbing aspect. It has been printed upside down in one piece. This elevation is topped with stone and brick in its arches. It fits very easily into the interior of the crypt. We put back the base of the house of the Ushers and the access door of the exterior staircase. Like all the other doors, it opens only in the right direction, towards the interior of the crypt. On the surface of the staircase, we will place 3 fences. Here you can see them freshly printed with both sides. If we glue the 2 faces, they will be ready to be assembled in their position. They have been designed the same as those of the real house. We can glue them in the holes of the terrain, but the parts of the terrain can be separated without any problem. The tour of the crypt begins by descending the outside staircase. Upon entering, we find some steps and a cellar room without tombs. In the central gallery, we have the 6 empty niches. And in the next room, we see the tomb with the cross. The next space is larger, with a large sarcophagus and several decorated niches. We ascend a few steps and go to the room with the interior access ladder. In the center, hidden at the back, the chapel with its altar. And to the right, the largest gallery, with 3 tombs and impressive niches. All this completes the assembly of the House of the Ushers. I hope you liked it as much as I did. Thanks for your attention.